So here I'm going to show you a sandbox 2 versus 2 battle. Battle map will be Forgotten Post. So let's begin with the resource collection process with 3 barracks. We're going to collect as many resource containers as we can. And same as my partner, we're both trying to capture as many containers. And there are 2 signs at this location and at this location for the big containers to arrive, and we need to collect that to get some extra resources. And meanwhile I have HQ level 3 and used advanced construction to upgrade my barracks into level 2 as well as the vehicle factory of mine into level 2. So that's pretty like an AI tactics, heavy assaults and hammers. But because of the fast coyotes, he was able to grab this container, and sending infantries one by one won't do much. He will be able to capture it anyway. And meanwhile we're going to scout the yellow player space, seeing that this player is yet to go HQ level 3. And here my partner also tried to take these container, but he also failed in doing so. And now he is going to produce defenses on here. He also have HQ level 3 with enough supply centers at his hand. Now we have the X factory for heroes. Now I'm going to produce a Cerberus. Currently I have heavy assaults hammers and some few assault infantries as well, and we're going to add one Cerberus because for a single unit Cerberus will be a good early gamer. Okay, so now we are going to initiate the attack with hammers and infantries. So he's producing gun towers and we're going to destroy them as well. Now we have a lot of grenadiers at our hand, and that will be very useful in case of destroying these medium armor vehicles. Of course, against jaguars these heavy assaults are not that much useful. Now a red colored wasp from this red player, he sent his wasp for helping out his partner to save himself, and the one acid blast, and this acid blast did some damage, and most importantly the armor of my heavy assaults were decreased just for a while, and I kept my hammers away from the side of these acid blasts so that my hammers would not be affected by those acids. Anyway, our attack are being intensified. I'm reinforcing units all the time, and meanwhile producing my first servers right now. So this wasp is taking a very comfortable position and not letting itself being killed. And more coyotes and more defensive buildings, sniper towers and gun towers from the yellow player to save itself. And he's also building up barracks just so that he can buy himself more time. Okay, after this I think I should just retreat for a while. I think I did enough damage, that was quite good. And additional supply centers, because of rush we had less supply centers. And now this is my first Cerberus that is out. And my partner had Vertex, and he scouted this player, that this player has HQ level 4, and this guy is having X factory, upgrading it, and also having Avia factory. Now 2 more locations for the big containers are discovered here. He has Vertex right now, and he also has a Seraphim. He already got his X factory level 2. That was quite good. Now here some battle is going to take place. Not, I'm not sure what happened, but he's sending his porcupines just dying for nothing. Okay, anyway, we got very good number of resources. All the three containers are ours. Now Seraphim versus Armadillos. Okay, he's going to take these containers. And I have also upgraded my X facility building, X factory building into level 2, and also have a HQ level 4 already, and going to produce my Seraphim because I also need to harass my enemy, and he has Zeus, Typhoons, and Energy Shield. He already have one shield. So here I'm going to start harassing this player. While the Seraphim is on the air, the gun tower won't hit it, but if the Seraphim stand on the land, then the gun tower will hit it. So what I'm just doing is just harassing him. And his Seraphim is also harassing the yellow player from another side. And we're both focusing on this player because this player is on the plain land and this player is on the hill. So it's better to fight against the player that is on the plain land than the one who is on the hill. Now he is very clever to launch his missiles on these special prototype factory of the yellow player. And meanwhile I'm also going to attack. Here I'm conducting my attack and I had placed my Seraphim on the land instead of flying. This way the Seraphim will acquire a little more armor, although it will lose mobility. Okay, so the enemy has a mole. The mole stood uh, took seize mode, and because he diverted these units, I have a greater chance of doing more damage to the enemy. Okay, and I lost my Seraphim and Cerberus also during the fighting, and he also lost his Seraphim, but the diversion was good enough. I'm sending more units as a reinforcements, and this time sending lots of Typhoons as well as Grenadiers and Heavy Assaults and Zeus. And now producing Solaris. Okay, lots of dragonflies as well as wasp came from the red player. We saw the red player had a lot of Avia Factory and the Leviathan, one nuclear. Okay, so this is the damage capabilities of a nuclear of Leviathan. Now he had to run away from it instead of saving his partner because his base will be attacked by my partner who had a Solaris of his own. And meanwhile this yellow player is just trying to save itself by using some riflemen and grenadiers. Now with an energy shield, a Solaris definitely has a lot of firepower and armor too, but he doesn't have that many of Typhoons, so that's a quite big disadvantage for him. So now I have a Solaris of my own. Now the Solaris is extremely big damage dealer. Its damage is so big. But probably in a 1v1 it might lose to Leviathan, but it's quite mobile, you see. It's very fast, so you can use it like a hammer with a very destructive firepower. Okay, but my partner is still trying with the shield, and he was able to survive even after a nuclear, but his typhoons are actually in not enough in number. Now this mole took its mode of going inside the mud, inside the soil, so this way its armor is extremely high, even higher than a Leviathan. So it is taking more time, however it won't survive because both Zeus, Solaris as well as my Seraphim was also attacking it, so the mole could not stand for long, and we're going to destroy the yellow player very soon since we keep on reinforcing our units from our base. Okay, this time these dragonflies or wasp won't do much because we have lots of typhoons at this time. And my partner is attacked by these player. One nuke launched here, and he has dragonflies, porcupines, infantries of grenadiers and riflemen, and unfortunately my partner's Thors will be destroyed by the red player, and the red player is on a hurry to attack my partner because his partner is almost finished. Still, my partner has his defenses around this area. This area hasn't been yet occupied yet. Now I'm going to attack at this player soon. Here my Seraphim and Solaris is here. And you see the infantries, if they keep on coming like that, they won't stand a chance. So my partner was clever enough to attack on his one side instead of engaging all the enemy units at once. This way he was able to uh, kill the units little by little, and he also has typhoons inside the base, so he's going to repel the attack by himself, and I'm going to destroy them. This dragonfly just got destroyed after coming here because of my huge number of typhoons, and he can just spam grenadiers right now, but comparing to the number of VSOs and Zeus and the heroes I have, he doesn't have anything to do right now. Okay, the Leviathan is back here. We'll try to destroy it using our typhoons. Now it is ready to launch a nuke. Oh, okay, it's going to launch the nuke. It did launch. So you see, these are the damage that the Leviathan does. So that's all.